What about the winners? Are the winners all taken care of? More winner this, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. There'll be one more winner this week. So I had a winner from my team. Nora, do you have a winner from your team?
I'll be giving the next winner.
And you're giving the next one. Okay. So definitely if you had somebody that was a winner, make sure you reach out to them. Are they using it on a full program? Are they using it just on products? I actually, this last winner, I told her she could gift it, right? And then she asked me if she could gift it to somebody that's already on plan. And I said,
Jackie, how do we know when someone is a winner? I don't think the winners were ever announced, right?
they're announced on every winning post. They're at the top of the winning post. So we just go in and edit it and we tag them so they know. I don't know if any were yours.
Okay.
If two were Nora's and one was mine, then none were yours.
Okay.
Jackie,
so far.
the new goal sheet that's coming out, did you say that's going to come out like at the very last day or the second to last day of the challenge?
Yeah, it might. And maybe I can move that up. I'm going to go look now. You guys talk. I'm not going to be paying attention to this Zoom screen. I'm just going to go look off screen and see what day I have it out.
Okay. Yeah, so I would say make a list of your people who are in the challenge and try to get in touch with them over the next several days, and ask them if you can have a quick call just to go over their goals and how they've done and where they've done well and where they'd like to improve. Best if you can have a phone conversation with these people. It's always best to be able to actually have voice to voice. Nora, did you have some suggestions
For the challenge? No, I think that's great. I think if we could get the final goal sheet probably sooner than the second to last day would be great, to give people some time to kind of fill it out. And I think really just continuing, even if they decide not to jump on plan with them, you still want to continue to build that relationship with them because they're watching. If you were on the call a half an hour ago, or the last call, it talked about building your momentum over the next couple of months, and that you every day are planting those seeds, and people are getting their family photos ready for the holidays, and they're dress shopping, and they're thinking about it. They just don't know when they're ready to make those changes in their life. So by you just constantly being in front of them, by being authentic on your Facebook page and sending out your newsletter and reaching out to them as a friend and following up, then they'll be thinking of you first when it comes to that. And Optavia is a household name, getting more and more and more so. I mean, there's people that know multiple Optavia coaches, and that's great. There's people that know other coaches but they may not know that some of their clients, some of their friends are on the program and they were working with the coach. So it's a buzz. So you want to be really educating your clients that you're a coach and that you are there to help their friends and family, and that they know that they can come and refer to you, because that is coming up a lot lately.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, thanks.
Mm-hmm.
Jackie, you're muted. If you're, I don't know if you're trying to talk.
I just want to say something about that too, Nora, because I think, I've been in this for about 5 years now. And when we first started, no one knew about our program. And it was a completely different conversation. Number one, having to introduce people to something they had never heard of. And then number two, trying to show them that it was a match for them. They just had nothing to go by. And now people are seeking me out. Now people are saying, oh my God, are you an Optavia coach? Is this what you've been coaching all these years? And half of my work is done for me because everyone knows someone that has done the program. A neighbor, a friend, a coworker, a mom's friend. Like literally it's like 2 degrees of separation is what I'm finding. Someone knows somebody. And our job is so much simpler. And Dr. A always promised us that this was going to happen. And here in the Northeast, it took a really long time to get here. It was all over the Bible Belt. Everyone had heard about it. It was all over the upper West Coast. Everyone had heard about it. And between California and the New York area, no one had heard about it. And now here we are. It's gaining momentum by itself. So it's a really good time to become a coach. And it's also a really good time to bring on new coaches, because everyone, Don is cheering, because now everyone knows someone that's a coach, and that person is just a regular person. There's nothing extraordinary about them. It's, you know, my neighbor, my friend, my mother's cousin, everyone's a coach. And now, you know, our line actually has a lot to offer that a lot of these other lines don't have. We are backed by doctors, and a lot of these other lines don't have that. So there's a lot of laymen out there that are doing it just like us. And then we kind of can set ourselves a little bit apart by saying, you know, if your doctor wanted to come on board and do this. So don't feel like you're not able to ask for those doctor referrals either. I just had a client who told me her doctor was amazed by her results. And I said, can I get his name? And she was like, what? And I was like, can I get his name? Because I want to call him. Because he had told her to go talk to another doctor in Red Bank about getting a diet pill that would speed up her metabolism. And I want this doctor to know that we have this. So you're amazed by her numbers. I'm going to go in there and have a conversation with him. Am I a doctor? No. But do I have a program that works that's backed by doctors? Yes. And that's all that matters. And if they want more technical information, we have it. On Coach Answers, there is a document to give to doctors that explains who we are and what the program is. And I know that because I went and looked for it yesterday and I found it. So I'll post it on the Warriors page, but it's really everywhere. And take advantage of that, because it's a lot easier for us now. We don't have to break down this wall of showing people that we have something that they may or may not believe is going to work. They already know somebody that it worked for. Now it's, why should they come and work with you? And that's the personal connection. And that's the dedication, and that's the motivation, and that's who you're playing out to be on social media. That's what's attracting them to you. I had somebody come to me and say, my cousin does this, but I'm coming to you because you're always so positive, and every time I see you, you have a smile on your face, and she's always so glum. Like, I got a client from someone's cousin because I'm happier and my posts are more positive. So go be Optavia out in the real world, and clients will be attracted to come to you. They're going to know about it anyway.
And there's enough for everyone to go around. We need to remember that there are billions of people in the United States and beyond that need our help. So don't feel that, oh, there's already so many coaches here, or they know so-and-so and so-and-so. It's your job to make that personal connection. And all we want is for people to get healthy in this world. So don't get upset if they signed up with their cousin, or if they signed up with somebody you know. It's because that's who they had that personal connection with. And sometimes people don't want to sign up with their best friend or a family member because they want something separate. So just know there's enough to go around, and you could do the work of living out loud and being authentic and putting that out there. It's going to happen for you.
And I want to add to what you're saying. I don't know your name. What's your name?
I'm
your
Nora.
name? Who?
Nora.
Okay, hi, Nora. I want to add to what you say. I'm in the education field, and it's kind of scary. Like, I work with little kids, and I'm a substitute, but it's scary what's in the schools right now for children. You're saying it's going to go around. Yeah, it is, because every day we're giving those kids juice, fruit. I mean, I look at it and I just go, and sugar. It's like, we got to stop it somewhere. And I could go on, but yeah. There's some backwards thing there that's going on. So, but I can't control it. Well, I can with this. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Thanks. Jackie, are you talking? Because you're muted.
I always say to people, it starts with parents. So the kids will make better choices despite what's in front of them if we're doing it at home. And we have a tool to help parents do it at home and to change their mindset. And, you know, I used to think, oh, you know, let's try and go after the kids. And Optavia doesn't have a kid program. They have a
No,
kid
but
program.
it's the
But
parent. The
it's
parent.
the parents. And
Yeah.
when parents come to me about their kids, I say, let's talk about you.
Yeah.
Because they learn from watching you. You know, like that commercial
Yeah.
with the eggs.
Yeah.
The brain on drugs. We learn from watching you.
Yeah, that's all.
They learn from watching us. So if we're living healthy habits, which is what this program is all about, they're exposed to healthy habits. And it doesn't mean they're going to do them. It doesn't mean they're going to always be healthy. It just means that that's what they're growing up. That's the values and beliefs that they're growing up being taught. So we have a better chance. So I'm going to move that post to day 25, which is, that was 20. Now I got to look. I think it's going to be Wednesday. So I'll move the new goal sheet post to Wednesday. And so make sure, maybe that morning I'll tag everybody. It's a prize post too. So everyone should keep it.
Yeah, so try to set some time in your calendars this week to make sure you reach out to the challengers that you've enrolled in the challenge.
And really, it's not even try. This is probably the most important part of the challenge. We got them all here. We brought them all in. They're exposed to everything we wanted them to be exposed for. They entered our store, right? Like a bunch of us are doing this boot camp. These people are like in our store with a full shopping bag. Let them walk out because nobody said, how can I help you today? That's on us. It's our job at this point in the challenge to reach out to every single one of them and say, how can I help you? Are you ready to check out? And if they're not ready to check out, maybe they have a couple of questions. So what's holding you back at this point? Were you able to reach your weight loss goals? Did you get further than you thought you would? And if you didn't, would you consider, now that you understand more about the program, would you consider doing this? And again, I'm planning on offering just a little bit of an incentive just to get them over that hump. But I'm not announcing that in the group. I'm really just going to do that to my people on the back end. So
yeah, everybody can make that decision on their own.
yeah.
Great. Awesome. So anything else anybody wants to add or ask? Everybody's muted. So if you do, unmute yourself or raise your hand, then I'll unmute you.
Does anybody need help with any of their challengers? Is this overwhelming for anybody to have to go out and talk to their challengers? I mean, everything else we kind of had a script for, and this we don't. So, this would be a great celebration call. This would be a great team call to call your mentor coach in on. Like, everyone knows all of our names right now because we've all been active in this group. So maybe if you have a challenger in there, it's, Jackie and I wanted to congratulate you on a great challenge. And then you need that call.
But how do we know that they've been successful in order to have a celebration? I mean, do we reach out with the text first?
You ask them.
Ask them. I mean, they
Yeah.
can't-
Just text them, say, how are you doing with your 28-day
No, I mean,
challenge?
I would reach out and say, can we set up a quick call? I want to go over your goals and see, how you've done in the challenge and where you want to go from here.
Okay.
And then Kat, I would actually invest a little bit of time and go through the announcement posts and look for your people and look where they commented. And before that call, just remind yourself of what they did do in that challenge. And you can say, I noticed you were all over the hydration post. It seems like you were killing it on water.
Right.
But I also noticed you didn't really have much to say when it came to the nutrition stuff. Were you struggling with that? So
Right.
the more information you have, the more you're going to know what kind of questions to ask.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
If you just
And if
ask,
they-
how do you think you did in the challenge? They're going to say, fine. That's not the kind of question that's going to open them up to sharing.
Yeah.
You want to ask, like, what was the most interesting thing you learned about the challenge? What
Okay.
you come into this challenge not understanding that you're more clear of now? something like that.
That's a good feedback, yeah.
And just because they didn't post or comment doesn't mean they weren't watching every single day.
Right.
Asking that question of what did you learn? What was the biggest thing you took away from the last 3 weeks?
What did you like best? And what
What
was
did you like?
what was
Yeah.
the most of, what did you struggle most with in terms of, getting that 10 pounds off that you were hoping to get
Right.
off? Or,
That's good, yeah.
And if they
That's helpful.
struggled and like just never went on the page, maybe they really need more one-on-one support. Maybe they really need to do our program so they have a structure and a system and you as their coach to guide them through it.
Mhm.
And
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Like, you got to think, you circle up with these people and find out what they're thinking in regards to like how the 28 days went. But on program, they're actually going to be removed from this group,
Right.
at the end of the 28 days. So do they remove first is the question. How are they going to feel when they're not seeing these posts every day? That might be a good leeway into, maybe you should be doing something more with us.
Right.
Good.
Okay, thank you.
What if when you do this challenge again, you made more of like a formal debriefing and like let people know ahead of time, they like have a debriefing at the end where we could put out questions and then maybe have a script like as responses that all the coaches would have. You know what I mean? Where you're like almost like a survey that the person could fill out about how the challenge was for them.
And that's not something we can't do now. That just made me think maybe we do
Survey monkey.
Like a survey kind of.
a live. Maybe we do a live or a Zoom and invite everybody to come, like a challenge celebration end, and we fill a room.
Right. That way the other coaches could help if someone seems, you know how your own friend or client doesn't always open up about everything to you, but then all of a sudden on a group thing, you find out they were eating honey every morning. I mean, it's just, they tell someone else.
Yeah. And that's definitely an idea. What do you guys think?
I think it's a good idea.
I think of a live, saying, basically wrapping up the challenge. People who have been here, reach out to the person who's going, and I think that would be great. And then that'll sort of introduce the topic of, if you want to look into what's working for you.
When should we do that?
After we're done, it's got to be. You have to finish the 28 days.
Thursday or Friday, don't you think, before the weekend?
I think it has to be before the weekend too.
I agree.
Coast, West Coast, what works out there?
It's hard to get people to come and match it, like most of the people on this call are East Coast right now. So I think just do it and record it and then you post it.
What about doing it on like this time on a Monday,
But we want to do it before the end of
right
the
after
challenge.
the challenge ends?
Well, we could also
The
let them
Monday's
sit on
like the
Jan,
right
let them,
after.
like fester on it sit on it for a couple days, and then come back with all their ideas.
I think we.
Well, I like Jane's idea. Maybe Monday, even though the challenge is over, it's still okay. It's only like a
What
day
day is the
after.
challenge end?
hang on, because I think we lose them a little bit. I think we lose momentum if we wait till it's over.
I feel like Facebook Live is better than a Zoom.
Me too. How do we get multiple people in a Facebook Live?
You have to be using the phone. Anyone, it's in my experience anyway, I don't know this from a technical standpoint, but in my experience, the person originating the live has to be on a phone, and then the person who wants to join has to be on a phone. So if that's computer involved, it doesn't go well.
All right, we're gonna look at that, but I think my vote is to do it Thursday,
When does the
or
challenge end?
Friday during the day. And then we could follow up on Monday with people that may have been interested, or people could watch it over the weekend if they missed it. But maybe then I think we have to collectively offer an incentive.
A what?
I think we collectively would have to offer an incentive if we're doing a wrap up.
Why?
So are you thinking instead of everybody doing their individual wrap-ups with their clients, making it a group wrap-up? I mean,
I think in addition to.
Yeah, and then we can have individual ones. But what I think everyone was saying was a lot of the questions come out then, and they'll hear us asking these questions, and it may be a little bit more flowy for people that aren't used to asking a
Yeah.
lot of questions.
I mean, I do think we have to do it individually as well, because not everybody's going to come onto this group thing. I think it's.
No, I think we do too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
And the only thing about everybody like offering it as like a whole is that everybody's business is at a different level. So we have some brand new coaches that may not be able to do a
Right.
$25 incentive. So I think just keeping that separate and then letting the people do it themselves might be easier.
Maybe after that, if you hear somebody's interested, you can inbox them and say, you know, whatever. I'm offering an incentive, or you don't offer it if everybody's interested.
You can send a blast to whoever on your team or whoever you brought in. You send your own email and you offer yourself.
what if, Jackie, like when we started the challenge, you did a Facebook Live kind of introducing it, kicking it off. Like, I think this would be kind of, in my mind anyway, what would be great is a kind of a bookend to that. Like,
Yeah.
here we have that. This is a great time to kind of review what you've accomplished, maybe what worked for you, what didn't work for you, what, you know, and it's a great time to reach out to the person who invited you here and talk about that. And then that person can take it from there as far as offering whatever incentive they want to do.
And
And then
maybe you can explain the goal sheet because they'll be getting that on Wednesday, and then you can explain it and use that tool that they can take back to the coach over the weekend or on Monday to talk to them about it.
So review what, like ask them, you know, start thinking about what you accomplished. And if people are live, I'll open it up to questions. Or I'll open it up to that. Does anybody who's on here now want to share? If there's really only coaches on there, I'm not going to do that. But I'll make it a point to say, let's celebrate everything you accomplished. Pull out that old goal sheet, take a look at it. And then I'll talk about reach out to the person that invited you. There are different variations to our programs. You all saw all of the results of the people that were doing the 5 and 1. Some people were doing a 4 and 2. If you really love this whole community, you want to use some of our products and do a 3 and 3. There are a lot of different options. Talk to the coach that invited you. I'll reference being removed from the challenge. This group is amazing, and it is a perk for all of our Optavia clients. Everyone that is not an Optavia client, and we'll pick a day. I don't know, October 27th, maybe, a week after the challenge end. We will be removing you from the group. If you want to be invited back in, reach out to the coach, talk about how one of our programs may work for you. And then we'll reference the new goal sheet and tell them to share it with the coach. Whether weight loss is on there or not, we are Optavia coaches. We are equipped to guide people through any of the healthy habits in the Habits of Health Transformational System. And we would love to assist them in moving forward.
Look out for future challenges too.
Yeah.
We'll do it again.
And then maybe we should do a survey monkey.
What?
Maybe, so a survey monkey is like, do you know what a survey monkey is? Raise your hand. Survey monkey is. Okay. So we could do a survey monkey and inbox it to everyone that participated, and we'll get feedback from them on what they loved and what they didn't. And, maybe they'll say more nutrition advice. And then those coaches can reach out to them and say, if you really want more nutrition advice, let's talk about what's holding you back from doing our program.
No matter what they say, the coaches could reach out and twist and, turn it to a positive thing. Like if they say, I need more help with my mindset. Perfect. We have that. I need help with finances. Perfect. We have that. We have everything.
You're right.
Yeah.
So I'll start a post in the Health Warriors page, and if you can think of any kind of variation of a question that you would like to see on there, do that. I know the free Survey Monkey, I think, is only like 5 or 6 questions. So whatever we get, we'll kind of vote on and pick, and we'll make a good, solid survey from it. But I think that that's a great idea. I think we should do it Thursday. The goal sheet's going to come out Wednesday. I'll refer to it on Thursday. We'll give people, until a week after the challenge ends to reach out to their coach.
You're going to do the live on Thursday?
Yeah, I'll do it. I'll do it from my phone. I'll see if I can get it to work.
Okay. And then do the survey on Sunday, the last day.
Yeah, I'll tell them to look out for the survey. I'll take where the goal sheet was, which was on Sunday, and I'll put in a survey.
And the goal sheet will be in a way that we can copy it and send it to them?
Yeah, so right now it's in a Word document. I can leave it like that and attach it as a file, and everyone can download it, or I can make it into a PDF or a JPEG. What do you guys want?
I think a file is better because some people don't have a PDF converter.
Just like a Word document. It's probably
They
easier
have to
for
print
Or
people.
PDF.
You have to print it. And
No,
What's
they
the-
don't have to print it. They could type on it if it's a.
Yeah, if it's something they could type on and then take a picture, that might be easiest, do you think?
I'm gonna try a Word document.
Before we end, Karen Mays wanted to just share about an upcoming Zoom. Karen, wait, you're muted. Okay, go ahead.
Hi, everyone. So for those of you who don't know me, I'm Karen Mays, and I'm going to be hosting a Zoom on October 23rd. It's a week from this Wednesday at 8 p.m., immediately preceding the Habits of Health call. And did one in September called Club 100, but the idea being people who had lost over 100 pounds or wanted to lose over 100 pounds were invited to join the support call. It was really, really great. Thought it was a really nice community event, and it went really well. So we want to do it again, but I want to up. I kind of felt like people who had 90-pound goals weren't joining, and and that's not the idea. So this time I called it bigger losers and winners group. And so the idea is, anyway, I don't want to put a hard number on it, but in my mind, about 50 pounds or more is kind of a quote unquote a lot of weight that may have just give those of us who have lost that amount of weight or want to lose that amount of weight have a lot in common. So so please, I can only invite, the way the group works, I can only invite people I'm friends with in your journey. So I need you guys as coaches to reach out to your clients that might want to attend and invite them specifically.
So you'll be posting that on the Journey page?
Yeah, it's already in there as an event.
Okay. Can you make a post about it too?
Yeah, I'll do that.
Great. Okay.
So it's an event. Do you want us to share the event or invite from the event? What's better for you?
Probably, I mean, whatever's gonna be more visible to that person. Probably an invitation is I always get a notification when I get invited to a Facebook event. So,
Okay.
or you could simply tag someone in a comment on the event page. It's, whatever works for you.
Thanks, Karen. That was really great last time. So I know there's people who are going to want to join.